This presentation provides information for schools and early childhood services regarding the recent important changes to professional development requirements in New South Wales. NESA has been implementing changes to simplify and strengthen accreditation processes since becoming the sole decision maker for all stages of teacher accreditation in November 2022. These changes are designed to ensure the right structures are in place so that schools, early childhood services, and teachers can focus on teaching and student and children's outcomes instead of administrative tasks associated with accreditation. Changes to professional development requirements are now in place. These changes aim to give greater choice and flexibility so New South Wales teachers can focus on the learning that is most relevant to them and to help meet the learning needs of their students and children. These changes apply to all teachers in New South Wales. Teachers will have the flexibility to complete at least 100 hours of PD in areas of their choosing relevant to the standards. Let's look at what's changed. Elective and accredited PD categories have been removed. Teachers just need to complete at least 100 hours of PD activities which are aligned to the standards. All employer-mandated training which aligns to the standards can be counted. Under the changes, teachers will no longer be required to complete PD across the 4 mandatory priority areas. However, the priority areas are still an important part of teaching and learning. Teachers will also no longer need to log PD related to the 37 standard descriptors. They now align their PD to one or more of the 7 standards, and they no longer need to write an evaluation for the accredited PD courses they complete. NESA has introduced a framework to support teachers to identify PD activities. These changes follow the decision made in 2023 that teachers no longer need to have their principal or a nominated employer representative in early childhood services attest to their teaching practice at the end of each maintenance period or write lengthy reflections for each PD activity. It responds to feedback from teachers that PD requirements were unnecessarily restrictive, and these changes are focused on increasing flexibility and valuing teachers' professional judgments. The improvements mark a significant shift in accreditation requirements and will ensure all New South Wales teachers can spend more time focusing on the learning needs of their students and children and less time on administrative tasks. The change also brings New South Wales into line with other states and territories in acknowledging that teachers, in consultation with their schools and early childhood services, are best placed to know their individual PD needs. Teachers will need to complete at least 100 hours of PD during their maintenance period and keep a record for quality assurance purposes and link PD activities to the standards. Each teacher's record must detail the date of the PD activity, standards addressed, duration of the activity, PD activity type, name of the PD activity, priority area if applicable, provider name if applicable, and an optional 4-star rating. In response to feedback following changes to logging elective PD, NESA is also adding an optional function in ETAMS should teachers choose to keep a record of their PD in one place. All PD hours already completed, whether NESA accredited or elective, will contribute towards a teacher's current maintenance cycle. Employers will continue to provide teachers with opportunities to complete high-quality PD. For teachers who are in the middle of or approaching the end of their maintenance cycle, teachers can submit their maintenance once they complete at least 100 hours of PD and are within 3 months of their due date. Remember, you no longer need your principal or employer representative in an early childhood service to attest to your practice to submit. All PD hours already completed whether NESA accredited or elective, will contribute towards a teacher's current maintenance cycle. This means all teachers, no matter where they are in their maintenance cycle, can now choose PD that suits their professional development needs and contexts. When submitting their maintenance, teachers no longer need to re-demonstrate their accreditation practice to NESA every 5 years or write lengthy reflections for each PD activity. They just need to keep a record of their professional development and submit a declaration to NESA at the end of their cycle. ETAMS is currently being updated to reflect the PD changes and may still show accredited and elective PD categories. Effective immediately, teachers do not need to meet any minimum number of hours within these categories. Teachers can log their PD either in ETAMS or keep a personal log. An optional template is available on NESA's website. Until ETAMS is updated, teachers can log any PD they complete under elective PD. Any accredited PD courses that teachers complete will still automatically appear in ETAMS. Teachers will not need to evaluate any accredited PD courses. For more information, please visit the NESA website.